Alright guys, here we are with another episode of Cringeostrophic Disclosure. Don't forget the 69 Mars laws. They're very important. So anyway, Kamala lost the election. Now what should you do? Should you curl up into a ball, have yourself a good little cry, and then disappear for the rest of civilization? No, don't do that. Should you unsubscribe from all of your favorite shows? Should you stop watching legacy media? Yes, please do. Stop watching legacy media. Legacy media. Like 60 Minutes and all that crap that you see on ABC, CBS, NBNC, ND, I don't know. This Fox. Just dump it. Dump it. I've been telling you since before the election. I told you very strongly that you shouldn't watch legacy media because it's fake news, and you all got fumbled. You got your heads all got messed up because you didn't watch anything else, and all you watched was that. And again, if you are watching other shows like the Midas Touch Network, or you're watching the David Pakman show, what's the other, the Beasley show, Mockler show, and a bunch of other shows, they were kind of trying to steer the left in the correct direction, but they obviously failed because legacy media still is stronger. So everybody that was living in the legacy media left-wing bubble didn't see that Trump was going to win. They didn't see it at all. They didn't just, completely did not see it. And so you guys are going to unsubscribe from all those channels that were actually quite helpful in trying to keep you in some way, not completely, out of this world, in a bubble that doesn't exist. Just like if you live in California, like I live in California, this is the most left wing, like California and a bunch of other blue states. So technically we should have the best water, the best air, and the best soil. There should be no homeless anywhere, right? Because this is supposed to be utopia, and yet it's not. And you wonder why they went with Donald Trump. Anyway, why did Kamala lose? It's obvious. She just didn't play the game. The game is, the legacy media is all crap stuff. She showed up on all the wrong shows. She didn't go on Bill Maher's. She didn't go on Joe Rogan. She didn't go on Theo Vaughn. She never spoke to Tucker Carlson. She didn't go on PBD podcast. What else did she? I said Joe Rogan, right? But Joe Rogan was the pivotal point. Because she did not go on Joe Rogan, when Joe Rogan had Trump, and yes, he swindled Joe Rogan and he went off on different tangents and stuff, but who was watching? The young, okay? So if anything, we have to remember that the young generation have a better BS DAR than any of us old folks. We try our best with technology, but we are still old. And as far as I can tell you, even though I am pretty good with technology, I am nowhere near what the Gen Zs and the next generations can do. And that is important. You need to understand this important fact that the Gen Zs and the younger people who were watching what was going on are big fans of these flagrant Joe Rogan, PBD podcasts, Theo Vaughn, Bill Maher's. So whether you are independent, libertarian, and a bunch of other things, some of these really key important groups that you need during voting times, if you're disconnected from the next generation of kids, you are just going to lose and lose and lose. And the other thing was that Kamala, as good as she is, and she was a great candidate, again, she did not lose because she was a woman. She did not lose because she was a minority group. She lost because she did not play the game. Why did Biden still manage to win? Because it was the pandemic? Because alternative media was just starting. So it wasn't a big thing. And let's face it, the legacy media still had a stronghold. They're done. They are done. And if you still watch those things, you are just giving yourself a brain rot. It's brain rot on steroids. And you can see all these people in legacy media that are finally getting it. And you could see, like, whether it's NBC or CBS, or they're all kind of like crying. The only reason why the people on Fox are not crying is because their candidate won, because otherwise they would be crying as well. So this is the important thing, and the important takeaway that I want you to get from this video is, one, the young generations are the ones that will save the world. And if you do see some tears running down my cheeks or whatever, it's not because Kamala lost, because these are all figureheads. Whether it's Trump, whether it's Kamala, these are all figureheads. What matters is what lies underneath, who is doing all the good stuff. And hopefully, all I can say is, because I don't trust Donald Trump, not even in the slightest. And actually, if you want to be real, I would have trusted Kamala better than Trump. But here's the deal. I think Trump is old. He's tired. And he doesn't want to be president. So I think that maybe in the first term, he was like, yeah, me. But I'm hoping that in term number 2, he's going to let RFK Jr., Elon Musk, and Tulsi Gabbard run wild. And if that happens, we may actually have some change. We don't know what that looks like, but maybe it's positive, and maybe the younger generations, the Generation Z's and the younger and all that stuff, maybe have a better understanding of reality than we do as old people. We have to hope that's the case. Otherwise, we will have worse. But what I was telling you from the very beginning, and I was trying to basically course correct the left by going on all those podcasts, Beasley, Mockler, David Pakman, Save America or something like that, all the left-wing stuff. And I was trying to tell them, if you continue to go with the stupid agenda of, oh my God, save democracy, you're gonna lose. And they did. And what did I do? I brought the key. I brought the keys. Mr. Keyman, you realize that the only reason the key thing would actually work is if Kamala was the change candidate. And she started off as a change candidate, which is why she was 7 points up in the polls. And when she stopped being the change candidate, she lost bigly. It's hard for me to say, okay, because I don't want Donald Trump in the office. But I'm hoping to God, okay, that RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, and Elon Musk are going to be in his ear like 24/7, telling him, don't sell America to the highest bidder. Please don't sell America to the highest bidder. Because I don't trust Trump. He is a con man. He is the best con man in the world, in the history of the world. But I'm hoping that these 3 people, at the very least, will keep him somehow on point. And you better keep him on point as well if you're a Republican. He said that he's going to stop the 2 wars as president-elect. If he doesn't, stay on point. Kick him out of office. He said that he would fix immigration, do immigration reform. If he doesn't, kick him out of office. He said that he would, stop the craziness and a bunch of other things. Again, refer back to all this, the 69 laws. And most important of all, freedom of speech needs to be a real thing. He needs to cut the guardrails where you got censorship. That's why legacy media can't tell us a single truthful thing ever. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Be hopeful.